Hello everyone. Now we're doing chapter 4. We're going to dive into tissue. There's a lot of names and new terms you need to remember. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to learn about tissue like muscle tissue, nerve tissue, skin tissue. What are tissue? Tissue is just a group of cells together that do similar things. Okay, 4 types of tissue. We're going to talk about them. There's muscular tissue, nerve tissue, connective tissue, and epithelial tissue. Connective tissue and epithelial tissue. They all arise from, if you remember, the stem cells called totipotent. Okay. There's ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. If you kind of remember ecto, it's like the outside. Just remember skin. Okay, skin also has pigment cells and nerve tissue. Meso, M for muscle. You remember some muscle inside, and then endo is more deep inside. Talking about organs and things like that. So ecto is outside, meso is the middle layer, and then the endo would be the inside. Okay. Tissue membranes. Membrane, remember we talked about one of them already, the serous membrane. Talked about covering the organs with it. Okay, there are 3 types: mucous membrane, serous membrane, and cutaneous. We're going to talk about each one of them in the next several slides. There's one type of synovial membrane which covers joints only. Synovial membrane lines the joint, and it makes a fluid so that joints don't rub against each other. Okay, these are called synovial fluids. Comes from the name synovial. And cutaneous come up here. One of them is for the skin. Okay, so let's talk about mucous membrane. Mucous membrane, it lines the body, okay, lines the cavity, but remember this, mucous membrane is open to the outside world. For example, when we cough, right, just remember, where does all that mucus go? It has to go somewhere. So it's open to the outside world, okay? We're going to learn about other things like goblet cells in the lungs that, traps, that makes mucus. Another one we talked about already is the serous membrane. Serous membrane, remember we talked about visceral pericardium, parietal pericardium as well, and the serous fluid it's on the inside. It's a cushion. Okay, they do not open to the outside world. Okay, mucous membrane is open to the outside world. Serous membrane is not outside. It's not open to the outside world. Okay. We talk about all these different types of cells as we get into it later. Okay. So epithelium. Epithelium, first we're going to talk about it's a large sheet of cells that covers the whole body. Okay. Covers most organ and is exposed to the outside world. It's like our skin. Our skin is the epithelium. Okay. It is also the first line of defense because it will block bacteria and viruses from coming in. It is avascular, which means nutrient and things like that comes from absorption from the bottom. It comes up slowly. Okay. The skin also controls permeability, what goes in, what goes out. The epithelial also, we talked about, it secrete mucus or digestive juices. Oh, here they are. Okay, avascular, a lot of mitotic activity, mitosis we talked about. It's cell reproduction. so it's rapidly dividing, covers outside and inside organs, and then it forms most of the glands. So how a cell organize and work together? There are different types. These are called cell junctions. Okay, what it does, it will help. It allows communication between cells, and it also separates them at the same time. So, tight junction, first one right here. Tight junction, it separates cells between the apical and basilar cells. It separates the top and the bottom of the cells. Okay, anchoring cells. Right here, you can see that they are anchors. Okay, it's stabilizes epithelial tissues, lateral and base of the cells, strong and flexible at the same time. It's got desosomes, which holds the cell together. You can see the word desosomes here. It links cells together. Hemidesosome is half. It links cells together to the extracellular. So it's from the outside. Okay, again, these are anchoring. It's between cells. You can see in between cells. Okay, this is called gap junction, tight junction, anchoring. That's how they hold each other together. So again, this one tight, holding the cells together tight. Gap junction, you can see little gaps. It allows things to go through. Anchor, just like an anchor, holds the cells with desosomes. And the hemidesosome, it connects to the extracellular fluid. Okay, this is where it's a lot of memorization, especially with all the words. So, squamous cells. Okay, how do we identify different types of cells? By the number of layers and the shape of the cells. Okay, so first one, squamous. Squamous, more like a square. Okay, but not a cube. So there's cube and there's square. Squamous is more flat. This is simple. Simple is just one cell layer. Okay, stratify. They're all stacked on top of one another. This is called stratified squamous epithelium. Now cuboid, simple cuboid, again stacked on top of one another. It's called stratified cuboid. Columnar, like a column, is long. Okay, this is simple. This is stratified. This is called pseudo-stratified. Pseudo means fake. Pseudo-stratified. So it looks like it is on top of one another if you look at the nucleus, but it's actually just squish in between. It looks like it is stacked on top of one another. So simple squamous, thin, flat. Normally you would find them in the lungs, kidneys, and capillaries. It doesn't say it here, but so take notes. Lungs, kidneys, and capillaries. Its purpose is for filtration and diffusion, so things can quickly get through and out. Okay. Simple columnar. sorry. Where is the next one? 10. Simple cuboid. Simple cuboid, just like that, one layer, is great for absorption and secretion. Again, also in the kidneys. These are kidneys. So, simple squamous, filtration, things can go in and out. Simple cuboid, found in the kidneys, absorbs things and secrete. Secrete, if you guys know, secretion means, you know, making things and pushing it out. Okay. Simple columnar. Now remember this little cell. Okay. This cell is called the goblet cells. Okay. Goblet cells. It's got little things on top called the microvilli and some cilia. These are a little thing called cilia, which is like the little hair here. And inside the hair, there are little hair called microcilia or microvilli. Okay, so here they are. Okay, and they have little hair on top like a mohawk. Okay, these are also for secretion and absorption. Lining of the digestive system, female reproductive tract, like the fallopian tube has them. Whenever the female releases an egg, it will use the cilia, the little hair, and push the egg across to the uterus. Now again, the pseudo stratified columnar, which means again is fake, on top of one another. It's got little cilia. Okay, you would find these. It also secrete and use the cilia to move. You will find these in the lungs, in the female reproductive tract. Let's see what else. Small intestines. Actually, also in the male reproductive tract. Stratified squamous. Now they are more stacked up together. Okay. So they are stacked up together. Usually, so here's the basilar membrane. Okay, the top one, usually it's already dead. Okay, and they are keratinized. Keratinized, it's already dried. It's protective like your skin, right? So this is actually a skin model. And we're going to learn them and go through them as they reproduce and do mitosis. They're going to push the cells up and up and up and up. And up here, usually well, not usually, they are already dead. Okay. And as you know, we shed a lot of skin. It's a type of protection. So keratinized is filled with keratin. So it's usually in the outside of our skin. The non-keratinized is usually skin butter, already dead, but it's like it doesn't have keratin. It's like you would find them inside our mouth.